Let's go. Go, 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 go.
A message to single men from a married, middle-aged woman. I'm going to speak to you about some things that are going on with this MGTOW, red pill, Kevin Samuels type movement that I actually completely understand the concept of this, because for too long I do feel that women have degraded themselves while demanding top tier from men and disrespecting men to the point where there's a whole movement of men taking their passports and going overseas, leaving the United States and the West to find more submissive, natural women. But this message is for you guys because, and I know that there could be some people watching this and using ad hominem attacks to attack my physical appearance or coming at me because I'm a woman speaking about male issues. But I have the right to an opinion, and I will block any disrespectful, hateful comments. So the point of this video is there's this concept now that there is such an abundance of single women, desperate women, and their ages are from 20 all the way up to senior age. Single women looking for a husband, and there's truly not enough men to go around. Not enough heterosexual, good men, mentally stable, financially secure, and physically attractive men to go around. So with that abundance of opportunity for men, there comes a very natural confidence and increased selectiveness because they're in demand. But I want to speak to you men for a moment about something. Marriage is an institution of God, and this message is really for men that believe in God and understand that the Lord Jesus is the only way to God. Because if you don't believe in God, and if you don't believe that you have a hierarchy, you're under God. Yes, a woman is to submit to her husband, but as a man, you are to submit to God. You are not just out here free, willy-nilly, because those who think they are actually under submission to Satan. So you're really never free, men. You're never really your own boss. Someone isn't. You have to answer to someone. You are under the control of either God or Satan. And Satan will deceive you to believe that you have the freedom to sleep with as many women as you want, to demand all the sexual favors from women that you want on your quest to find a wife of your choice. But these movements, these MGTOW, red pill, all these different movements, they're leaving out the fact that unless you submit to God and unless you do it God's way, you're only playing yourself. Why do you deserve a wife? Because you're a man and you have some money and you're good looking and, why do you deserve a good woman outside of what God has instructed you to do? What kind of children will you raise? What kind of husband will you be if you do not submit to God? So before you're even a husband, you should submit to God's will. That means getting under God's authority. And that means not sleeping with all these women out here just because you can. That means walking in the spirit and not walking in the flesh. That means not ingesting into your eye gate, into your mind, a whole bunch of inappropriate things online just because you can log on to this website and watch these vulgar pornographic images and video. If this is the way that you're living, and if you're indulging in all of these fleshly, lustful things before you get married, what will stop you after you get married? Even if you go to a third world country, or if you stay here in the West and you find a wife, what will stop you from indulging in your lustful behaviors if you have no control before marriage? Satan will trick you into believing that, oh, when you get married, you'll start a family and you'll settle down. But that spirit of lust that this MGTOW movement and some of these other movements are pushing, where you can just do whatever you want, you don't answer to anyone, and a woman must submit to you. Outside of submitting to God, you're only playing yourself. This message, I'm speaking to you as if you were my nephew or a brother or a cousin or something. I don't want anything from you. I don't need anything from you. I don't need you to agree with me. But if you do, if you have an ear to listen and you really think about it, why, just because a woman shouldn't sleep with a lot of men, this body count thing is very popular, why should a man be free to sleep with as many women as they want? There's a theory now that they're saying, it's a worldly theory, that men cannot lose value by doing that. That's a lie from the pit of hell. When you sleep with a person, your spirits connect. It's a sin against the flesh, and the Bible speaks about it. Don't be deceived by Satan into believing that only women can lose value by dishonoring their bodies, by sinning against God with their bodies through sexual immorality. We have a hierarchy in this life, and that's a term that I actually hear one of the YouTubers that are out is called No Fugazi, very interesting YouTube channel. But they talk about the hierarchy, and he did mention that man under God, woman under man, and children under woman. And that's the design. That's the way it's designed by the creator of all things. So my suggestion to you men, as the leaders of the home, as the one who is in charge, the decision maker, the strongest vessel out of the two, women are the weaker vessel. That makes you the leader, the one in charge. Submit yourself to the authority of God and allow God to direct your life. The video ended, but I'll wrap it up by saying this. Doing things God's way, taking the narrow path in life, it's very unpopular right now, but it's the only way. God knows what he's doing, and God knows what we're supposed to do when he instructed us to follow his order. Women that step out of God's order are unappealing. Men that step out of God's order are also unappealing. I don't believe that the institution of marriage is being respected, but I do feel that someone has to take the horse by the reins. Someone has to take control. Men, you are the stronger vessel. Women are the weaker vessel. The Bible even states it. And even though I'm into weight training, I could never bench press or do some of the things that just an average man could do in the gym. That's just what I'm saying. Maybe there's women who are much stronger than many men, but on average, women are the weaker vessel. Men are to be the leader. And that's the spiritual leader and the physical leader. So somebody's got to start this. Men, anyone who's watching this video for this long, if you've gotten this far, sit under the submission of the Lord Jesus Christ. We need to get back to the basics, the truth. Men get under God and women are under man. But by being under man, we're also under God. And the children will be under the wife, under the woman, who's under the man, who's also under God. That's the only way. Anything outside of that is the destruction of the human race and eternal damnation. So that's all I had to say today. I pray that this message greeted you well, and God bless you. Bye-bye.